Hi, Mark here. Friday, January the 23rd. It's 9:20 a.m. Eastern Time, 2:20 p.m. GMT. US session underway, going into the afternoon portion of the European session. Let's have a look at the US dollar and its performance today. Small red candlestick, slightly down, a gap higher to start today, and then sold off. Pretty much hanging around yesterday's close. I've got resistance at 98.29. I've got support at 98.03. Sellers will look to retest this 98 on the downside. If US dollar buyers step in, and go from weak to strong US dollar, we'll be looking for a bounce up off the support area, and buyers will be looking up at the 98.29 resistance level. The majors, starting on the euro against the US, started off selling euro, buying US. The US did start off with a bit of strength, but you can see given up those gains and left a wick behind. That would be buying euro, selling US. I've got support 117.26 and I've got resistance at 117.56. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see initially a little bit of strength, demand for US dollars, selling euro, buying US dollar, but a bounce up now in the early part of the US session, buying euro, selling US, turn around from a strong US to weak US. We'll see if that does continue through the US session. Right now, sitting pretty much in the middle of today's range. Let's have a look at the pound against the US. Pound, pound stronger against the US. You can see the uptrend in place. Green candlestick today. Higher high, higher low. I've got support at 134.82 and I've got resistance at 135.36. And the resistance, tough area to break through. This resistance has held since the end of last year. We'll see if buyers retest today and can go higher. That would go along with dollar weakness. If US buyers do step in, then a bounce down of this resistance area, and sellers would be looking down at the 134.82 support level. US dollar against the yen. And for the past few days, you can see the close price hanging around that 158 yen level. Was a steep push higher and lower today, but now kind of back where it started in the middle of the daily range. I've got support at 157.40 and I've got resistance at 159.21. These sharp moves have been tied and linked in with speculation of Bank of Japan intervening. That would be buying yen and the yen strengthening. But for now, all verbal, the intervention verbal as opposed to in practice and reality. So for now, sitting around that 158 level. If we see US dollar a bounce back, US dollar strength, US buyers step in, resistance appear at 159.21. If we're going to see selling US, buying yen, US dollar weakness, yen buyers will be looking down below the 158, 157, all the way down to the support at 157.40 for now. Let's have a look at the US against the Canadian. Continued Canadian strength against the US dollar. It's been that way since this turnaround here, 16th of January. It's 5 days now in a row, lower highs, lower lows, and certainly uh, buyers of Canadian and sellers of US in total control as the US session does get underway now. I've got resistance at 137.99, that's at the 138 level, and I've got support at 137.58. We'll see if there's a continuation of dollar weakness, Canadian strength. Sellers will look to break below this level. 137 on the downside would be the target of sellers, but that is a long way away. If US dollar buyers do step in, a bounce up of this level, of this area, buyers would be looking back up at the 138 level. So uh, for now, we're seeing US dollar weakness, particularly against the Canadian and against the pound, that are both strong against the US. Yen sitting in the middle of the range for now. And now that the US session is underway, we'll wait and see how the US dollar performs. US dollar can make a comeback. It's had a tough week. It has been sold off this week. We'll see if buyers do step in through the last session of the trading week, or if it's going to be a continuation of dollar weakness. We've got resistance support levels to work with, and many of them being tested right now. So good trading, keep that discipline, and I'll see you at the end of the session.